Hello everyone and welcome to the Kukuli Bushcraft channel. So I wasn't actually going to film anything today, but I just so happened to have the next knife that I was planning to review on my person. So I thought, since as I'm in such a beautiful location, I may as well start the video here. I've also got some footage from the winter when I was using it, and I'll probably take it to an open shelter to finish the video off, but it's here attached to my camera bag at the moment. This is the JP Peltonen M07 full tang, so it's pretty filthy at the moment. Yeah, we've got a sabre grind, sharpening choil there, thick spine, little bit of damage on the tip there, that'll sharpen out. 14C 28N steel. So Peltonen have been making their Sissipuukkos, their ranger knives, for a lot of years, but recently there's a couple of new models, this being one of them.
Yeah, I gotta practice around them.
Yep, go on. Yeah, so when you come to the end, if you want more room, you just give it a twist. And I think your Mora, I'm going to turn this head torch off, I think your Mora is actually going to be a little bit better than this. But you can prove me wrong, because this is, it's like Eurovision. This is Sweden against Finland.
Oh yes, true. But I guess if the
Do you want to swap?
yes, let's try.
Let's
carefully.
see who does better.
I guess it's more of a talent of the user than the knife itself.
Yeah, well, we're both swapping knives. There's not very much difference really. So it's about minus 30 degrees Celsius here. That's minus 22 Fahrenheit, and I'm making a fire for the clients to keep them warm in one of our wilderness cabins. It's really good for firewood prep. This is a really knotty bit of birch. Great for battening. Feather sticks, it'll do, it's not the best. Same with food prep. For a lot of things it could do with being a little bit thinner. Of course the thickness is a big advantage when it comes to battening. 4.5 millimeters thick. The blade is 110 millimeters long, so that's what, about 4¼ inches, a smidge under. The hardness is 59 to 60 on the Rockwell scale. And one thing that it does have going for it, that at least the coated original Sissipuukkos don't have, is it has a really sharp 90-degree spine. So it's great for scraping fat wood and also obviously using a ferro rod. This is footage from today. I was in a bit of a hurry to get a fire going to keep the mosquitoes away, and in the hurry I forgot to switch my microphone on. Trying a different method for scraping the fat wood here, which is working. And I'm going to be using the ferro rod that I have on my car keys, which to be honest isn't the best, but here we go. Really funny without the sound. So this is the MO7 full tang, and this is the original MO7. So it's a little bit different, the model that they're selling now. The sheath is the same as the sheath that you get with this one. It also has a sharpening choil, like you see on the full tang. The blade of the old one is just a smidge longer and a little bit more narrow. I don't know as if you can see that. The thickness is about the same. I think the full tang might be a tiny bit thicker. Tiny bit. Tiny. This is 14C28N. This is 80CRV2. Yeah, so the company doesn't belong anymore to Captain Peltonen. He sold the company and they're coming up with lots and lots of new products, this being one of them. So this is a full enclosed tang. This is a full exposed tang, meaning that you can see the tang all the way around. That's not necessarily stronger. It could be skeletonized, but with the weight of this handle, the balance point is round about there. I'd guess if it is skeletonized, it's not skeletonized very much, which is good. So this one, balance point is round about the same, maybe a little bit further towards the blade. This is very, very nimble in the hand. I actually prefer this one. Feels a little bit more grippy. The advantages of these over something like a regular Puukko is this will cut food better. It's better for woodworking because it's thinner. But these are really, really tough, really robust, and pretty bomb proof. And they'll do woodworking, they'll do feather sticks, they'll do food prep, they'll do all of those things pretty well. As for the steel, I prefer 80CRV2. I have had a little bit of edge damage on this knife, and I do find 14C28N, it's a little bit more prone to chipping than 80CRV2. I've also managed to break the tip on this, just a tiny, tiny little bit. It's mostly sharpened out now, so you don't really notice it. But yeah, main advantage of this over this, maybe it's a little bit more robust. I don't know, but it is very, very pretty. As for the sheaths, just give me a second. I need to tend the fire a little bit. Oh, I'm putting them in the other sheaths, but they're exactly the same sheath on both knives. But the modern version, I think, I don't like as much as the older one. So we've got this here, this little bit of leather. And what you can do with that is you can remove the Velcro strap and you can put it around this way. And what I like to do, particularly with the M95, which to be honest is the one that I use the most, is I like to attach that to my salopettes like this. You can also attach it upside down to a rucksack strap. This doesn't have that, or the little shield. What it does have is that little rubber wheel, if you can see that in there. What that does is when the guard goes over, it rolls down and it clicks it into place, which is a really good system, which must be copyrighted very well because I don't see any other companies doing that, and it is something that would be worth copying. That is absolutely not coming out. You've got that little thumb ramp there, press against that and it comes out nice and easy. Yeah, the sheaths are really good. So there's a little plastic insert in there. It's still a little bit flexible, but it's enough to protect the stitching. Personally, I do prefer the older rubber handled version, which, as if you don't want 80C RV2, as if you'd rather have a stainless steel over a carbon steel, you don't have to buy the full tang. The M07 is now available in N690 steel. There are also lots and lots of options. Just check out the website. I'll put a link in the description. Where are you going? Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done already. And I'll see you all again soon for another Googly Bushcraft video. Bye for now.